going on, everybody? This is your man Keenan Johnson, co-producer of Dinner with Friends. And man, I'm excited about this second go around because the first time, it was pretty incredible, man. Like we really, I think we brought something really cool to the city, brought a lot of good voices into the building. And we just showed that there's room for this and there's a thirst for it and people are starving for great content. So with this one, I'm really excited because we have some extraordinary people in the building that's creating some real tidal waves in the city of Atlanta and then just taking culture to a next level. People that I invited, Mike Walbert, who's the GM for the A3C Festival, which is the most prominent new urban festival in the whole Southeast. They just celebrated their 10-year anniversary last year. This will be in the 11th year. I think they're going into a next phase of growth, which is really just going to put them on the map as a international conference and an international festival. And I'm just interested to see what he has to say about Atlanta, how Atlanta has grown, what he feels his company can do to really take Atlanta to the next level, and just overall bring the city and the South prominence as a lot of other cities are looked at that have great festivals. So I'm really looking forward to that, man. Dinner with Friends is starting to become and take a life up on its own, and I'm really interested to see where it goes. I can feel your rain when it cries. Gold lives inside of you. I love it when I'm in it. I love it when I'm in it.
For the advertisers, seeing that we are in Atlanta, I figured that we might start with an Atlanta topic that I'm pretty sure everybody has seen or posted about on Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that. Do we have any churchgoers in the building? Anybody go to church on a regular basis?
Amen.
Amen. All right, cool. Now, we have a guy here called Creflo dollar with Creflo dollar. He kept some. He kept and crept some dollars. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But $65 million jet.
They have mink carpets in that jet.
I'm not sure. They better.
They alpaca.
You know, they better. But I'm like, what are your thoughts on that, churchgoers? I mean, would you be cool with the pastor of your church shaking you down, you know, to get a private jet to spread the word of Jesus?
I think it's a bit much. I mean, if you go back to the Bible itself, I mean, you don't need a plane. I mean, all right, if you want to spread the word, it's the internet.
Yeah.
You can reach some word. You can be global with just the internet. You don't need a plane.
I take it even further. You can fly a commercial. That's still possible too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And the money used to buy that jet could be used to helping people in the community. So
it's too much.
Like his neighbors in that.
Exactly.
I think, though, conversely, when I think about a church or a pastor that I go to, I actually want my leader to be someone that strives to have nice things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want him to be successful. I want him, and everybody's limit. Some people might feel okay flying coach. Some people may like first class. And I think if you live right and love the Lord and your mind is in the right place, it bothers me when people say, I don't go to mega churches because the pastor take all the money, this, that, and the other. Don't worry about it. If your mind is in the right place and you paying your tithes, don't worry about where the money goes because the Lord knows where your heart is. Like, I wouldn't want to go to a church where the pastor didn't seem successful. I know to some people it may be an extreme, but I want him to do well because that'll push me to do well.
Well, I can say something to that too, because I once attended a mega church in Decatur. I'm not gonna say where or who right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I used to catch back in school. Like, you go in that dude church, bro? He taking y'all money. I'm like, well, no, he sells books. He does public speaking. I don't think he taking people money. Then I seen where the money was going. Sometimes it was helping, you know, homeless shelters. I saw it directly help folks that was, you know, affected by Katrina. I've seen it help, you know, single mothers. So I can get where you're coming from on that.
Yeah.
You know, but still, y'all, $65 million for a jet, though? You cool with that?
If I didn't clear my time, then.
Three.
But that's because we don't. Some people may look crazy at us for having 3 cars. Like, what do you need 3 cars for? I guess everybody to me has a reference point.
But your 3 cars isn't coming from someone else. Yeah, it's coming from your job or what you do to work.
But if your job as a pastor, and if that is his salary. Now, if he's doing what's alleged, that's maybe illegal. That's something that you have to look at yourself. Once again, I'm always worried about myself. and what I do, and I don't worry about what other people do. And I think people may place, if he was running a strip club or a nightclub and he had planes and stuff, people wouldn't say nothing. If people were, you know what I'm saying, there are people that may do things that are even less trying to help the community.
But there's a certain amount of well, within the Christian community, some things should be selfless.
It depends on what type of Christian community you're talking about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a different. I just want to live good. I don't.
But it seems more selfish than selfless to have your own jet. I mean, okay, fly first class. Who cares about that? But I think a jet is a bit much. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, because I guess most people get offended by it because he's asking parishioners to give more to achieve this so he can buy the plane.
Right.
Not staying within whatever. It just seems extra to me.
Mind you, he already has a private plane, but he's saying it's outmoded or it's outdated. You know, so yeah, I think I think everything in moderation. I have no issue with a pastor or a leader of any faith saying I deserve to be compensated for the flock that I built and the service that I render. But I think asking above and beyond the salary you earn and the benefits and the fringe benefits, the perks for 60, you know, if there wasn't something to this, we wouldn't have heard about it the way we have.
I totally agree. And to that extent, we don't even hear much like about Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
He stopped pulling a salary from his church after he made so much money from his books. You get what I'm saying? So when people do things like that, it's a balance. We probably wouldn't say much about him having a plane if he had other things like that to show. So to your point, I get it. Yeah.
And the fact that parishioners in the church, I'm sure there are parishioners in the church that are hungry or needy or whatever, and to spend that money on a jet seems to be just absurd. I mean,
can I make a point though? So Creflo, he flies from Atlanta to New York.
He preaches in Madison Square Garden, by the way.
He preaches in Madison Square Garden. Like, so he'll preach in Atlanta and then preach in Madison Square Garden the same day. So is that warranted? Like, does that justify him having a jet?
I don't really know the man personally, you know, because I've only been to his church a couple times, and I think it depends on everybody's personality and their soul, like what their intentions are. You know, you can't.
Exactly.
I think it's kind of like not really fair to him to look at him and be like, well, he's a man of God, he shouldn't have nice things, like he shouldn't have anything. I don't think that's fair for pastors. You know, we don't know what he's using. I mean, using his plane for. He might be spreading good vibes all over the planet, you know, like.
I mean, but smiles are free though. Smiles are free.
and so is Skype, if you know. So.
But he might need to go save somebody's soul in another city, and I mean, who knows? Maybe he went a little overboard.
He could do a live feed.
But I don't know what he's doing with it. I don't know his intentions, so it's not really.
You don't like that, do you?
I don't.
You really don't, do you?
I don't. Because there's other ways he can touch people. I mean, you could be on the internet all day long and touch people. I understand, but $60 million for a jet is
65.
Well, okay, 65 million,
I think
billion,
this is
whatever.
actually endemic of a bigger issue in society, which is that CEOs, C-level executives make 10, 50, 100, several hundred times what lower level employees make. And so essentially, I mean, if you were looking at his compensation or his benefits package, you know, if he was a Fortune 100 CEO, he'd probably be on par.
But it's not the same.
No,
These are donations.
I totally agree with you. I guess the difference, I'm only making this point to say this sort of thing has gotten out of hand in more than one arena, right? Not just in the church, not just in Fortune 100 C-suites. I think it's happening in a lot of different places. People at the top make the money, people on the bottom keep churning.
You're right.
Now, you actually like run political campaigns. Do you see a lot of that going on in your sector too?
Yeah, I mean, it's different in politics. More often than not, people who reap incredible financial rewards in politics don't do it while they're in office. They do it with the relationship they made after. So you can look at like even our mayor who makes $140,000 a year. I think there are higher paid public sector jobs. You know, his chief policy guy would make about as much as he makes, right? Same thing is true for the governor. I'd say the governor probably has employees who make more money than the governor makes. Not by a whole lot. And I guarantee you when the governor leaves office in 2018, he'll be able to make a lot more money in the private sector from what he's done in the public sector.
You know, like public speaking and like the commencement.
Or lobbying, which is what I do in addition to running campaigns. So
if you take it to a larger scale, look at the president. I mean, he's
a lot more.
200s, but I assure you, Bill Clinton's not making $200.
$120 million in the last 7 years. Yeah.
So it changes.
Right, Obama's tax return was $6 million. Like the tax return.
That's mostly book sales and
Still retired.
That's all right. Well,
No, I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? It's just like, wow. I think sometimes, a lot of times people may get lost based on what, and this is no offense to anybody, but what your basis and what you seem normal is. So anything out of the ordinary that other people may strive, it just seems like it's in excess or too much, you know? My parents have done well for themselves, but my dad's, he retired last year. He's like, I'm either gonna buy a 750 BMW or a fully loaded Kia. And I'm like, in his mind, it doesn't, you know, whichever one is the nicest is what he's worked hard to be able to get, whichever one he wants. If I want to spend the money on that,
Dinner with friends is very important to me because this is one of the rare occasions where you get to see people from all walks of life actually sit literally at one table and break bread. You know, you're not going to see too many places where you have a DJ from hip hop sit down at the same table as a politician, sitting down at the same table as a cop, or you know, who else we had? We've had, you know, NBA executives here as well. You know, like I can't imagine other places. And I don't think I've been other places where I've seen all of these people talking about the same topics with the same passion at the same time.
That sentence so important.